Hi Docubox. My name is Benson Kamau and I am a filmmaker, Kenyan filmmaker. I have done a film called Lost Chance, which I can consider one of my most successful documentaries in my life. And as well, I have also done other feature films like Ndoto and Utapeli, which were commissioned by Mnet and which I wrote, and especially Ndoto was my key story. I wanted to do it as a documentary, but I didn't have resources to do, because it is about drugs and how young people were lured into drugs and they end up dying in the hands of drug barons, and without knowing that they're actually trafficking drugs. They're genuinely looking for jobs and working, and then the job they're doing is to distribute drugs without knowing that that's exactly what they're doing. But right now, I have a very unique kind of a story, which is touching on housing and shelter and settlement, which is a story of a young lady who lives in the slums, despite the fact that she has gotten good education and she has a good job, but she has opted to go back to the slum and live there. She feels she's part of the slum. And then there, I pose a question and I ask, why would you want to go and stay in the slums where you got good job and you got everything that you may want to live out of the slums? And she says, my desire is to change the slum the way it is. If I leave the slum, it is going to remain the way it is. It is like I'm going to abandon my responsibility to change what is there. There is bad drainage system. There is bad schools. There is bad health facilities, and so many things that are happening over there. Like when you give birth as a woman, when you give birth to a young child, you bring that child in a very bad environment, poor infrastructure, and these are the kind of challenges that this young lady would want to change. So when I look at this story, I think it's a very unique story, and I would want to pursue this story, so for me to understand why this lady, or what this lady is actually changing, what she's doing to make a change. To me, this is a very, very interesting story that I would want to pursue, and to come up with a very elaborative film that is challenging people, probably not to disappear from their responsibilities or from the places that they can change. And yeah, and despite you see, there are so many stories that we can tell. Like, for example, I also have another story that I really wanted to tell, like the story of this albino lady who really wanted to run away from witchcraft in Tanzania, and then only to find herself in the hands of people who believe in some mates, that when you sleep with an albino, you get healed of HIV. This is also another story I was really key and looking towards doing. But also, I also wanted to think about the story of why these people, young people, are killing each other in the names of love and stuff, and relationship gone sour. I wanted to pursue a story of a lady who is in the slum, sorry, in the prison, and get to understand what is it that happened that she opted to kill instead of finding options and some other solutions. Because the problem of the mental problem of people, I think it's escalating, and if we continue like this, I think it's going to be a trend whereby people will be killing each other. But I think if we find out why, what pushes people to kill, maybe there's an angle of mental health that we would want to pursue, so that we can be able to deal with this problem. Because I think it's a big problem. So now we don't know who is going to be killed. Maybe next it's me, I don't know, because we don't understand the problem. So this is also another story that personally I feel it's also a good story if it can be attacked. But for now, let me deal with the story of this young lady who lives in the slums, despite the fact that she has money, and reason she wants to bring a change. Thank you very much.